Hello, 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 my loves, my angels. Thank you for joining me today on my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. I am going to do another reading for you today. Quickly, let me put out there, I am channeling number 10-5. 105. Not sure if it means something to you. Your birthday could be October 5th or May 10th. If you reverse it, May 01, 501, May 1st. If you reverse it in some type of way, you could be a Libra, you could be a Taurus, air sign, earth sign. Or tens do mean completion, end of a cycle, beginning anew, ending one thing to go into a new. 5, internal conflict, change, loss, rebuilding. Okay, so it's possible that you could just be ending a cycle, looking forward, getting ready to start another one, putting closure to one thing. You could be rebuilding yourselves, trying to rebuild a relationship with someone from the past, or just be in conflict or coming out of conflict internally or externally with someone. Okay, someone may make contact with you during the month of October, on October 5th, or something can happen around that time. You could be celebrating something, meeting someone new, or someone from the past could be coming back towards you. All right, but just know that 105, it may mean something to you. Doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe something's going to, come towards me at that time. I need to remember that for myself. I am part of the collective, but that's the number that is coming up. 105. Someone wants to right a wrong. They feel like they made a mistake. Okay, they made a mistake and they want to come in and right a wrong. Confirmation. My dog is barking. Someone wants to come in and right a wrong. They've made a mistake. They've lost you. That was a big mistake. They made a mistake by not building with you, and they want to come in and rebuild. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. Let's hold on to that, and just remember those numbers as I'm telling them to you. 105. Okay, we're gonna get into some makeshift cards. We're gonna do some confirmation. See what's going on with the energy. See if I can pull up why I'm pulling up 105, because I can't get that out of my head. Okay. So let's see if I can pull in something. Spirit guides, what 105? I've given the message you've given me. So what's 105? What's 105? What's 105? Someone could live out in the country. Okay, someone could live in the country, out in the outskirts. Could be Georgia. That's the first country that pops in my mind. But I mean, there are a lot of different countries. But definitely someone could live out in the country, or someone not only just live in the country, they might want to move to the country, or someone may just be an outdoors person, adventurous, want to explore things. Someone who does not like to be up under someone. You know, when you feel like you're in the city, it's very congested, very crowded. Your neighbors right up on you. There's not much space. This is in the country. You seem to have more land, more wilderness. Somebody could have a lot of trees around them. They can have acres. They can have a lot of property. They can have a lot of room. They feel like they can expand, build more. They're not right up under the other person. Somebody likes to be, to themselves. They like to be secluded. Okay, they like to be withdrawn. They like to hide things, have room to explore, have room to grow. They don't like to be seen, all right? They don't like to be in the middle of everything. They could also just like activities, outdoor activities like four-wheel driving, hunting, like things you do in the country. They could, or someone could just have like a country type accent when they speak, okay? Again, they could live in the country, come from the country, be thinking of moving there. Could want to go to the country for realization, to get away. Someone might like being outdoors, doing fire pits, setting up garbage cans or pails or things where they burn trash, burn wood, sit around about the wood burning, drinking, hang out with their friends, throwing darts. Just activities like that. Just getting country, and it's pink. Okay, so pink, this pink, thinks if you think about the first chakra, your root chakra, your survival, your safety, your stability, you know, your childhood, where you come from, their roots, okay? So someone could think, you know, in the country, a lot of times that's when the family get together, they, you know, eat meals together, sit together, just spend time with one another, do activities together, like family reunions. So we may have a family reunion coming up, a celebration, a party. But again, I told you something will be coming up on October 5th, okay? So something about that, you know. Someone could like florals. Someone could like fatigue. You know, like army fatigue, camouflage. Thank you, spirit guys. Camouflage in the country, camouflage, okay? Someone could have been hiding something from you, hiding how they felt, hiding another relationship, hiding that they were married, okay? Uh, Hiding what they really wanted from you, okay? And now they're ready to come in and reveal. Remember when I first talked about 105, I said someone felt like they made a mistake. Remember I said that someone felt like they made a mistake and they want to right or wrong. Someone may have felt like they made a mistake by not telling you how they really felt, by not showing you their true selves, their authentic selves, by hiding behind a mask, by camouflaging their feelings. And now they feel like they made a mistake, and they want to come in and they want to show you who they really are, tell you what they really meant. They want to reveal, they want to open up to you, okay? And possibly they're going to do this in the month of October. It's coming together. Spirit guys, you give me a word, you got to clarify it to me now so I can clarify it to the people. Work with me. Work with me. I need clarity. Know what I'm talking about. Bring it home, spirit guys. Bring it home. What else? What else? Someone may need braces. Another pink card, okay? Somebody could have braces in their childhood. But someone may need a brace or braces, whether they're in their mouth, a retainer, braces, whether they need to wear a brace in their arm, their leg, their back, whether they're walking with a crutch or a walker. Let's go back to crutch. How I'm feeling braced with crutch. Someone needs to brace themselves. They're getting overstimulated. They're getting anxious, okay? They need to brace themselves, collect themselves, align their chakras, how they're gonna come towards you, okay? They feel like they're running out of time. They're getting overwhelmed. They feel like you're going too far. If they allow too much time to come in between you two, they're never gonna get a chance to get you back, okay? Someone may be in need of physical therapy, occupational therapy, or something. Crutch. When I think about a brace, I think about a crutch. Someone could have been codependent on someone else. They could have been codependent on your energy, okay? They could be codependent on some type of drug, lifestyle, you know, country, lifestyle living. They could have been codependent on a lifestyle, a substance, a person, or a mindset that they've had, a mindset, because these are pink. They talk about root chakra, talk about childhood, a mindset or way of thinking that they picked up from tradition, from family tradition, doing what they've seen, listening to the advice, good or bad, from family members, from their ancestors, from their parents, from their brothers, from their sisters, from their aunts or uncles, okay? They could have had this country mindset of, we do things a certain way. This is how our family has always done something. You need to stay in line with how we've done things. This person may want to think outside the box, do something different, and they weren't encouraged to do so, okay? They felt like they had to go along with what the family thought, what the family did, because this was their tradition. They may be codependent on their family for their survival, for their lifestyle. They may have been codependent on a previous relationship that they were in, okay? Also, this person could be having some health concerns as well. Something could be going on with the body part. Again, an arm, a leg, a mouth, a back. They could be wearing a back brace. Having backache, back problems. You know, earlier today I channeled that somebody may be looking at possibly heading towards a potential kidney transplant. I'm not kidney transplant, but dialysis, because they may be having problems with their kidney. This person could be having back problems as well. Okay. What else, spirit guides? What else? Someone's outspoken, or has been outspoken, or is ready to be outspoken, all right? If someone felt like they made a mistake, and they want to right their wrongs, and they're ready to come out and speak their piece. All right, they're ready to open up. They're ready to say how they really feel, not withhold, not camouflage, not keep it back. Okay, not cover it up from you. They're ready to tell you the truth, the whole truth. But no, maybe I shouldn't say the whole truth, but maybe to tell you some of the truth. Okay, you know, a person's gonna hold back some. 10-10 when I say that. Again, 10-10 when I say that. We talked about 10, 105, 10. Ending a cycle and beginning something new. They're ready to do something new. They're ready to end a past way of being, a past way of relating to others, and start something new. Take a chance on you. Take a chance on opening up, being vulnerable, speaking their heart, saying what they want, they desire, what they wish. They're ready to be outspoken about what they want and what they want to have, okay? And with this card being white, that's because they're listening, they're tapping into their spirituality, they're taking a chance, that they're listening to their intuition, they're trying to go by their intuition, trying to let spirit guide them, all right? This is someone who's usually grumpy, someone who's always miserable, looks for the negative, always thinks something bad is going to happen, or at least they've been through a lot and bad has happened and they haven't healed from that. So now they expect a negative consequence, a negative, outcome to happen in their life. Should they open up? Should they share their heart? Should they allow themselves to just be in a relationship, allow themselves to be their authentic self? They're thinking that maybe it's not going to weigh in their favor. They're going to get hurt. So they protect themselves. So they camouflage how they truly feel, who they really are. They hide behind a mask, okay? Someone they live near a school. Not only do they live near a school or visiting a school or work at a school, but this person is learning, all right? They are learning more about themselves. They're learning about you. They may be watching you from some way, a hidden account, what country, camouflage. They may be watching you on social media, but hiding their identity, okay? Not under their real name, a fake name, so that you don't know that they're watching you, spying on you, investigating you, asking questions about you, to learn more about you, all right, to see who you really are, paying more attention to you now that you're not in their life than they did when you were in their life. They're learning more about themselves, okay? Maybe something is being revealed to them about themselves. They're seeing how they really carried themselves. They're learning from their mistakes, their past ways. They're learning that they don't have to do something that just because it's been their tradition, just because their family did it. They're learning that they can be themselves. They can step outside of the box and do things their own way. Being in the country, being away from others, okay? They can walk away from others, be themselves, choose to have their own identity, live their life the way that they want to in their own lane. Stop being codependent with Brace on someone else, okay? Following the lead. They're learning that they can be a leader and not a follower. Somebody wants to speak this. Maybe they're speaking to their family and friends as well, that they're tired of doing things the same way. They want to do things differently, okay? What else, Spirit Guides? Someone who cheated on you. Someone who's been a cheater in every relationship that they've been in. Someone who's cheating themselves out of happiness, out of joy, out of love, okay? Someone who always wants to take the shortcut out of life. Someone who's possibly out there getting fast money illegally because they don't want to take the time to do the work, to let things grow, be patient, to let things grow the way they were, okay? This is that. Someone who is cheating with Brace. Someone, again, that needs to brace themselves. Someone who's always want to take the shortcut out of life. Someone might be being sued. Okay. Someone may have a lawsuit against someone. Someone may be being sued for backdated child support, being sued for a company trying to start, being sued for stealing somebody's idea, okay? This is green. This talks about relationships, compassion, balance, So this being sued does not have to literally mean being sued like a real lawsuit, although for some it could be. But someone who's took from you, and spiritually the universe is coming back after them to take back what belonged to you and then some, like a form of karma, their debt. Okay, what they put out, what you put out is what you get back. So being sued spiritually, they took your energy, they took your ideas. Okay, they took your love from you and gave to another relationship, another situation. So now spiritually the universe is making wrongs right. They're coming back and taking what should have been yours. If they took your love, your time, your energy to go build somewhere else, well, that relationship with the 10 or 5 tens being endings to start something new, it's going to fall apart. It's not going to manifest. It's not going to work. There's going to be conflict. Remember, I told you 5: conflict, external and internal. This person's not going to be happy in that relationship. All right, so they're being spiritually sued. That relationship is falling apart. It's not built on proper foundation. Someone took what belonged to you. The universe is collecting on your behalf, not only collecting what was due to you, but collecting and giving you more than what you would have had. Okay, plus some assets. Okay. Someone may be drinking a lot of beer, drinking because they're trying to cope with their life, with things not working out for them, with them not having peace, them not having love, them not manifesting, them not being happy. They're not being happy because they did not listen to their intuition. They're not being happy because they built in another relationship that's not bringing them peace, that's not bringing them happiness, because someone was possibly doing black magic. Whether they were doing black magic or the third person was doing black magic to get them, to have them. Again, I told you, being sued spiritually. Okay, someone took what did not belong to them. So if a third party did do black magic in order to get your person, they are now being sued spiritually. Okay, their life is being is hell on earth. Things aren't happy for them. They're not happy. They're upset. They're in conflict. Okay, they're losing money. They're having complications with their health. Their relationship is falling apart. A lot of arguing, lack of sex. Okay, lack of peace. All right, they're going through a lot of turmoil. They're being cheated on. Okay, someone's not paying them attention. Someone's not really speaking to them. They're having negativity, a lot of negativity, and that's because they use black magic. That's because they cheated. Okay, they cheated in gaining this person. They didn't get this person because this person came to them because they wanted them. They drew on this person's energy to pull them in towards them, and now it's circling back towards them. They took what didn't belong to them, and now they're losing it because it was never theirs to hold on to. All right, and this person is feeling grumpy. This person is feeling negative. This person is unhappy. This person is aware, and they are possibly watching you, okay, because they know that this person wants to come back towards you, and your person could be outspoken about the fact that they're not happy there, and your person is drinking a lot because they're unhappy. Okay, moon is coming out. This person is in their emotions. All right, they're in their feelings. They're very sad. They're blowing hot and cold. With also moons, there's talk about illusions and secrecy. So some secrets are coming to light about the third party. Perhaps they're finding out that this person did black magic, or perhaps they're not. But this person's definitely in their feelings because they're not happy. Again, they're drinking beer or whatever they're drinking. I just have beer on here. A person could really be drinking beer, but they're in their emotional self. They want peace. They're not at peace. They're in the feelings. They're feeling guilty for cheating on you, feeling that they cheated themselves when they cheated on you out of something. Your person could be involved in a same-sex relationship, or the third party, the person that they're with, could like the same sex. It could be with somebody. If your person was a masculine, they could be with a feminine who goes both ways, a feminine who likes women. All right, they could have been involved in threesomes, having those type of relationships. Your person could, could be hiding the fact, remember we had country with camouflage, could be hiding the fact that they are into same sex as well. They are bisexual. All right, that is a possibility for some of you, not all. If it does not resonate, please do not take it. Okay, let's go to this pile, and then we're going to start clarifying some more stuff. Right off the bat, Williams, Brown, Jones. Some man use middle name, last name, maiden name. Could be Williams, could be Brown, could be Jones. Okay, someone with Jones. Someone could have been trying to live like the Joneses. Okay, with Brown, somebody could have been trying to blend in, or somebody's middle name, last name, maiden name could be Brown as well. Brown could be your person or the third party that could have been doing this magic, this black magic, who could be, you know, into the same sex, who could have been cheating, or your person could be cheating on them. All right, your person definitely feel lost. They feel lost. They feel alone. There's a lot of pity there. They feel bad about how they treated you. They know that you did not deserve it. It's coming back on them. All right, with the karma. All right, with this being yellow, this is the third chakra. So this talks about solar plexus. All right, so your person could be in their self-esteem. They could be wanting to transform. They could be trying to get back to their sense of power, their source of power. They could been their ego. They could have been very egotistic, and so therefore they hit a lot, or they felt like the world owed them something, or they were just so much in their ego that when you were walking away, or when you're complaining about your unhappiness, you're not feeling like they were giving to you, and you speaking up for yourself, you being outspoken. Okay, they did not answer you back. They did not reveal their true feelings. They did not reveal to you what the relationship meant to them. All right, because they were in it for themselves, and even though they had feelings for you, they hid that. Okay, because they were in their ego. They just figured you'd be all right. You know, I ain't even told you, you know, you'd be all right. They just assumed you're in your feelings. They didn't really think you were going to go anywhere, and you did. That's what the hell you did. All right, this person is always surrounded by some type of drama. And it could be because of the people that they choose to surround themselves with. It could be given because of how they think, how they see themselves, because of their ego, okay? It could be just their lifestyle, and why them always being surrounded by drama, your person's starting to look around and probably try to see that there's always drama, and it could be because of the third party they attach themselves to. The third party that they attach themselves to might be always surrounded by drama and bring this drama into their life, okay? And have them thinking, you know, hey, why is there always drama following me? Is it my choices? Is it who I'm attaching myself to? Is the drama really with them? Your person may be tired and ready to now release some of this drama from their life. We didn't have being sued. Now we have paternity test. So someone could be, your person could actually be getting a court order to be sued to see if they are possibly the father of a child. If they father a child, because someone might be wanting to pursue child support, okay? They couldn't have released be dependent on the state for some type of support, and the state is coming after them to establish some type of paternity. With this being pink, this does go back to root chakras. This is childhood. They could have had a child with somebody they've known, they've grown up with. Possibly you have a child with this person, okay? This person questioned the paternity of your child, or this person is questioning paternity of the third party of who's saying they're pregnant from them, or questioning just, is the child theirs? Someone wanting to establish paternity with this person, okay? Yeah, your person may have someone pregnant, or couldn't have had a child with someone, and now they're asking for some type of support. We did have brace out here. Brace is support. Remember, I told you with the brace being out here being a support, someone's looking for support or asking them to support them with raising this child or giving them money for this child. Okay, somebody who they cheated on you with, and maybe they went towards that situation because they had this child, and maybe this was something that they wanted to hide from you, that they did not want to come out in the open. Okay, he or she is going through my phone. Somebody wants to communicate with you, talk to you. The third party does not trust them. Is going through their phone, following them, looking at what they're doing, keeping their eyes on them on time. Your person cannot catch a break. Your person has no privacy. Your person wants to get away, hence the country. They want to be left alone. They want space, but this third party is not giving them that space. They're constantly riding by, seeing what they're doing, keeping up drama. We're always surrounded by drama, keeping up conflict in their life. Hence, 10-5, 105, I told you when this first began. Your person wants to end a situation to go start over in a new direction. But with the 5 being conflict, loss, change, rebuilding, Also, fives being overcoming challenges, disappointment, abandonment, winning at all costs, competition, all right, financial loss, seeking support, hardship. Your person is giving, this third party is giving your person a hard time. They won't let go. They're telling them, you need to support me with raising this child, this grandchild, whatever the situation was. This person wants, this third party person wants to have a family, saying you need to support this family union with the country. Remember I told you the tradition was that the family stick together, they do things as a family. Your person wants to get away from how things been done in the past. Your person wants to do things differently now, okay? But this third party wants things to remain the same. They don't want this person to change. They want the dynamics, good or bad, healthy or not, toxic or not, they want this person to stay the same. They're telling this person, well, if you leave, I'm going to take this from you. I'm going to sue you for this. You're gonna have a loss here because I'm gonna come after you for this. The third person wants your person to support them. Okay, they want that support. So yes, they're going through the phone. They're keeping up with them. They want to see if they're coming towards you. Okay, they're not happy. Again, spiritually, if they took what did not belong to them, they're being sued. They're losing. They're getting a loss because your person did not belong to them anymore. Your person may have in the past, but no longer did. That relationship, it was time for it to end. It was time for your person to move on, evolve, go towards something new. The third party does not want to let go. Again, that third party could be Williams, Brown, or Jones. Okay, the third party wants to live like the Joneses. They want things to remain the same. They don't want to let go. Your person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and here we go. Speak to me, guys. Burn trash. Remember I told you guys when this first started with country, I told you somebody could be outside burning trash, burning wood, setting fires, how they throwing their trash in the recycling, burning their old metals, their old things, their trash. Here we are with burning trash, burns trash, okay? And this could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's doing this. This all coming together. Your person's trying to burn, release, let go, dispose of the things that no longer hold value to them. They're trying to clean up. When you burn trash, when you burn things in your yard, when you set those bonfires and you go out there, you burn things you no longer want, okay? You no longer need. Things you no longer want to hold on to. You're making room, okay? And you don't want to just keep sitting into the curb because maybe you have so much of it that you just don't want to be picked up. Maybe you burn trash because you have things you don't want other people to see, to know. So you're burning it, you're hiding it, you're getting rid of it, getting rid of evidence, getting rid of things you don't want seen. Burning things that are personal to you, okay, your secrecy. Whatever it is, this person is burning. They're letting go. They're burning their old stuff, okay? Old relationships. They're trying to tie up loose ends, let go of things, all right? Shed that skin. Burn old ideas, burn old thought patterns, burn negative things. This is what this person is doing. And because it's pink, it's childhood. Things that they held on for a long time. An old identity of themselves. The old image of themselves, okay? Now we got choke that bitch, all right? Somebody's annoying them, getting on their nerves. Yellow, solar plexus, third plexus. They're transforming their self-esteem. They're ready to choke that. They're ready to get like your communication, like with their voice. They feel like they want to release. They may physically want to choke somebody. Let's get that clear. That's somebody who's getting their nerves. But choke that as well. They feel like they were choked up. They didn't communicate something to you. And now they're wanting to stop. They want to communicate with you. Okay. They want to tell you something that they didn't tell you before. They want to reveal something to you. Okay. Let's go. One more, and then we'll get into some other cards. All right. Let's go. Let's go. One more, Spirit guys. Give me an important one. Give me something that's going to resonate with my people. Bring it together. Bring it together. All right. Let's go to the next one. I don't know why this is speaking out. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Someone who lives in a fantasy world. Living a fantasy world, okay? Someone was living a fantasy. They were living a life or trying to obtain a life or had an image or vision of a life that they couldn't me, that wasn't true, false identity. They weren't being themselves. They were being who other people wanted them to be. All right, they were chasing a dream that they envisioned, a way of life that they envisioned, a happiness. They had goals that they could not reach, okay? They were in a relationship trying to make it be something it was never going to be, trying to make peace and happiness in this relationship with the third party, and it was a fantasy. They knew they weren't going to be happy, but they want to go through the motions. They want to please people. This is somebody who's people pleasing, all right? With this peach, this is the second chakra. This is the sacral chakra. This is somebody that's usually creative. They're emotional. They're living out their sensuality, lustful. All right. So this was somebody living out their fantasy world. That was somebody that was having sex with many people, thinking that it was okay, feeling it was okay. Really didn't matter if it was okay or not. They were doing it. They were giving into lust in a lot of situations. Okay. Laying up with a lot of people, not emotionally giving to those situations, but just being lustful, living out their fantasies, having threesomes, swapping, doing what they want to do. I told you some of them were in the same sex, or some of them were with people in the same sex so that they can have these bisexual threesome relationships, swapping, even having open relationships. They could have been married, but each partner was doing them in their own way, and they knew about it, and for some reason they were okay with it as long as they weren't catching feelings with that outside sex or that outside partner. And I think that what happened is you came into the picture, your person caught feelings with you, third party did not like it, They caught feelings with the outside person that they had sex with. And your person could have been doing something like magic to hold on to that person, because how dare. Your person could have been with anybody but not you because they were emotionally tied to you, okay? What else, spirit guys? Tell me what's going on. Let me shuffle these from my last read right quick, guys. I see a card coming up that came up my last read, and I want to make sure that it's coming because it's supposed to, and not coming because it was not shuffled. All right, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. What else? What else does my collective need to know? Thank you. Yeah, the person's living a double life. They were living a double life, okay? They were living a lie. I told you they were living a lie. They weren't being their authentic self. They were having secret affairs that's out here living a fantasy. They were hiding their truth. There was emotional betrayal, all right? This person was hurt in their previous relationship, and hurt people. And this person didn't give love to you, didn't open up to you because they had been hurt in their past relationship, okay? They were living a lie. They were fooling themselves, and by hurting you, they hurt themselves. And now they feel lost. Now they feel alone, okay? They hid their truth, all right? They didn't tell you how they really feel. You and this other person are like night and day. Hence, see, light and day. You are total opposites, but you balance each other out. This person definitely, what they portrayed to the outside world is not who they really were. Again, I told you, Peter Pan, living a fantasy, okay? They want to live like the Joneses. They were camouflaging themselves. They weren't being authentically themselves. They gave you the cold shoulder. They feel like you're giving them the cold shoulder. They feel like you're being distanced from them. And this is somebody who likes to live at a distance from other people. They live around trees. They don't like to live near their family too much. They want to put a little distance. This is somebody that feel like you're ignoring them, and they may be ignoring the third party at this point. They always told you they were busy when they weren't. They told you they were busy because they were out here living a double life. They were given to other situations, all right? This is somebody that realized that they're the reason for the breakup between you two. Yeah, this is somebody that wants to come in and heal through love. This is somebody that is now healing themselves through the love that you gave, okay? They're recovering. They feel like it's now safe to live again. They feel like they've had enough time. They've given themselves enough distance from you, or they feel like you have had enough distance from them, and that you should be past whatever heartache they gave to them, and that they can maybe try to come forward to you now and try to heal their relationship with you. They want to move away from toxic love. They want to get away from being with people that they're constantly fussing and fighting with, dysfunctional people, people who are manipulating them. They're tired of going through the same patterns over and over again. They realize that they've been on a cycle. They now want to come in and just chill with you, have moments with you that you guys could just sit back, enjoying one another. They've been going through this whole cycle of sneaking around, having friends with benefits, spending time with the wrong people, lying about their whereabouts, saying they were working when they weren't, saying they were with family when they weren't, saying they were home alone. I was asleep when you called, that's why I didn't answer. It wasn't true. All the lies, okay? They realize now that you guys had a soul contract with another. They realize that you were their soulmate, that what you guys had was a spiritual union, a karmic agreement. Before you guys came here, there was an agreement that you guys passed would cross, that you would grow together, you would be together, okay? That there was a spiritual union meant for the two of you. All right, but this person, they just couldn't leave the toxic environment. They just kept being drawn to the same toxic environment. They were getting bad advice from their friends and family with who to be with. All right, they were sitting back, they were smoking, drinking, gambling, partying, hooking up, spending time with the family, friends, most people who are emotionally leeching off of them, people who are just leeching off of them. They were getting involved in these karmic relationships that did not bring unconditional love, but conditional love. Okay, again, this person was fulfilling fantasies. Okay, just having hookups. People that they were using, they were codependent on. Okay, with braces and people who needed support from them, and people who they felt like they needed support from. This person now may be going through a phase where they're being celibate. They may be being celibate because they're having impotency problems, okay? This person's loving you. They can't really give or be in this sexuality because when they're with these people, they're thinking of you, and these other people aren't doing it for them. They're not turning them on. This is somebody who feel like they could not release the past, all right? And someone who's now wanting to just take a break from love, period, spend some time by themselves. They're not feeling the need to constantly be in these sexual relationships. That maybe they just, having pleasure with themselves, but they don't feel like getting involved in sleeping with the other party, the other person, or doing all these other patterns of behavior that they haven't done before. Your person's dealing with some unemployment, taking some losses at work, missing some job opportunities, or they're not being readily available to your person. Your person may be experiencing some hard times, especially if they decided to move away from a partner, get out of a codependent relationship. Or somebody could have been living above their means, giving towards somebody who always wanted to leech off of them, who always wanted money off of them. This person who's now saying, I need support to help with this child, because your person could have had a child with someone else, taking on additional responsibilities, and now they have to take care of their bills, this family, this new child, this child's mother who's constantly in their pocket. I need this, I need that. Your person's tired. They're just fed up, okay? Yeah, this is somebody who's ready to say deuces to that person, to that relationship, to that life, to these friends. They're fed up. They want to walk away. Some of them may not be communicating with this person, trying to ignore them, but this person keeps bringing drama their way, okay? They're trying to take their power back. They gave their power to someone, their friends, their family, the third party had control over them, and now they're trying to have control of themselves, and that's why this person's coming out and saying, well, I'm going to see you for child support, or I'm putting you on child support, bringing all this trauma to their life, and they're tired, they're fed up, they want to get away with it. They want to come back to you where it was safe, where it was safe to love, where it was safe to be themselves, where they had a sense of security, where they could relax, put their head down at night, and not worry about all the trauma, all the drama, all the things that life bring in itself. They could just be at peace, okay? They want to come back where they feel supported. They felt supported by you. You encouraged them. You made them feel good. You gave them a reason to want to get up. You made them smile. They want to come clean and tell you, I messed up, all right? I went towards someone else. They want to open up and be truthful with you now. Now they want to express their emotions. They want to make a commitment to you. They want to have you in their life forever. They want to now, say that we have an unbreakable bond. No matter where I go, how much time passes, no matter who I sleep with, who I build with, I always think of you. You stay on my mind. I realize now that you were meant to stay in my life. We are meant to be. I want to offer you something. I want to offer you commitment. I want to I want to take our relationship to the next level. I know that I messed up. I'm ready to come clean about what I did if that's what's going to give us a new beginning, because I want to have a new beginning with you. I want to be with you. I want to build with you. I want to stop hiding. All right. This person, the third party, is envious of you. They really envy you. I told you they envy that this person wants to come back to you. That person is doing some type of black magic. We have black magic out here more than once. All right, we have it twice. This is my black magic card. Envious, trying to hold on this person. They're jealous of you. They're holding a grudge. They're mad that your person wants to come to you. Your person's also mad that you're gone. You're out of their life. They're envious that possibly you're moving on with someone else. That possibly you're being offered a commitment with somebody else, or either you just don't want to be with them anymore and that you may not take them back, and they're holding a grudge. But most importantly, I feel like the third party is holding a grudge, okay? Because they try to take what didn't belong to you. Your person's heart, your person's future, your person's life. All right, to make them stay with them. They probably tried to pin a child on them to hold them behind. Yeah, but the spirit is guiding them. Their spirit is guiding them away from this third party. Your spirit is protecting them. They're showing them where they need to be, where they need to go. Even if you don't take this person back, your spirit is still guiding them away from the third party, because that part of their life is over. That cycle is over. Okay, it's time for them to grow. It's time for them to evolve. All right, they're giving them the nudges that it's time to walk away. They're telling them the third party just wants to be in the spotlight. That's why they're bringing all this drama into their life. They want to be seen, okay? They need a platform. They love attention. The third party, they feel like they have to have the attention. They want your person's attention, and your person is not giving it to them anymore. Your person is fed up. Your person does not want that. They're thinking of you. They're reminiscing about you. They're looking at old photos of you. They're missing you, grieving you, fixated on you. They're manifesting a return to you. Your person might be doing some type of black magic to manifest you back, okay? They're thinking about times that you had. Your person may have given you a flower in the past, brought you roses, brought you flowers, or want to come in and bring you flowers, okay? Show you your happiness, okay? Your person may want to take a trip with you. Your person may live at a distance from you. Again, your person could live in the country. Writing you a message. Okay, guys. I'm getting stuffy all of a sudden. Your person may be crying, all stuffed up from crying about you, because I just got really stuffy all of a sudden. They want to get back together. They're crying, thinking about you. When they think about you, they cry. They get all cried out to the part where they sniffle about you, okay? This person's thinking about you a lot. They want a second chance. They want to have good times with you again. They want to hold you. They want to see you. They want to go out with you. They want to show you off, okay? They want to put you in the spotlight. They want everybody to know that you are the one that they love. You are the one they want to be with. They want to come and rebuild with you, have teamwork with you. Remember, I told you 105, 10's 5. Remember, I told you 5 talks about rebuilding. They want to work together as a team and rebuild with you. They want to partner up with you. They want to say, we got this. They're still desiring you sexually. I told you that's why they're not wanting to sleep with this other person, because they only think about you and they possibly can't get back. They're contemplating about what to do. Do I come to my person? Do I tell them how I feel? Do I tell them how much I miss them? Do I tell them I want them back? They're unsure if you're going to want them back, okay? They're unsure if you will accept them. They're really weighing the options, what can happen. They don't want to be rejected. They fear being rejected. There's so much controversy going on about the whole thing. There's a lot of drama. People outside know that your person don't want to be in this other relationship no more. People outside know that your person wants to be with you. They know that they messed up. They know what they've done. There's so much disbelief about how your person wants to leave somebody else to come towards you. Is hitting things. Things that were hitting are starting to be revealed. Some of it purposefully, some of it not, okay? It's just things are over. Your person's just so sick and tired. They're sick and tired. They're in their head. They're over it. They want to move on. They made up their mind. They don't want to repeat a cycle anymore. They don't want to repeat another lifetime with this person, or they don't want to be with this person that chose over you. They don't want to keep going through the same old stuff. They're ready for something new. They're tired. They feel like I keep doing the same thing over and over again and nothing's changing. A person's not changing. You know, you came in as the opposite. They're very attracted to you, but yet you balance them out. You make them see things from a different light. You make them happy. All right, they have an insane attraction to you. You have different beliefs from what they have, and at first they saw that as a problem, but now they see it as a blessing, okay? They see that as being a very good thing. because you make them see things from a different perspective. You make them want more, want to be something, all right? Your person was just very stubborn and very bossy in the past. They were being inflexible. They were being selfish. They were guarding their heart, guarding their emotions. And that's why they didn't go towards your direction, because they were just fooling themselves, okay? They were just a little bit of narcissistic, all right? But now that you've caught them, you know, now that you busted them in the game that they played, now that their secrets were exposed and it caused you to move on, you know, now that your person's surprised and shocked, like even about secrets they're finding out about you, maybe talents that you have that they didn't know, maybe they're finding out some things about their third party, all right? Now your person is really in disbelief. They're starting to see things differently. They're starting to really see what you were seeing all along, okay? What else? And let's get ready to wrap this up. Spirit guys, what else? Yeah, your person just feel like you're going to run into you. You're going to be in the right place at the right time. They're going to run into you again. And when they do run into you again, that's going to be that you guys, it's going to be divine timing. They feel like it's meant to be. They feel like you guys are going to have this happily ever after. They know they need to work on some things about themselves. They really feel like things are going to manifest and turn out for them in the best way. This is their hope. This is their belief. Okay, this could just be their fantasy, guys. You know, we can have Peter Pan out here. But they're trying to be patient right now. They're just really being patient. And they're just feeling a few more months, things are going to happen. If I just wait a little longer, if I just work on myself, if I just be patient, if I just keep praying, if I just keep asking, if I just keep manifesting, you know, I'll get my person back. They'll come back. We'll be happy together. Okay? What else? This person knows they're a liar. That's the problem. You see them as a liar. And they don't know if you can forgive them. And they're really sad about it because you see them as a wolf in sheep clothing. So they don't know. They don't know. Again, we're talking about an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that you had to let go of, that you had to move on from, that you had to make room for a new beginning, that you had to distance your way from, because they were out here trying to figure out who they were. They're out here being very sexual, engaging, trying to figure themselves out, didn't know what they want. They didn't want to open their heart up to you, okay? So you had to release them. You had to let them go. And you moved on. Some of you moved to a new house. Your person will be thinking about moving, but you changed. You changed partners. You changed residents. You changed yourself. You moved on. You elevated. You moved up to a higher level with yourself spiritually, okay? So let's see, like, what's this person intentions towards you? What is this person intentions towards my collective? What's this person's intentions towards my collective at this time? Now that they're having this revelation, now that they're trying to get rid of laughter, their intentions, I'll be shining a light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. This person wants to come back and just be happy with you, bring you laughter. They want to get away from the way that you see them, because they know that you see them as being a liar. Okay, they know that you're emotionally distant from them, and it's because they didn't open up to you. Okay, and that's why you had to let them go and move on. So they want to come back and have happy times with you. They want to be joyous with you. They want to make things better. Okay, what energy will they bring to my collective's life if they come back? What energy are they trying to bring back into my collective's life? Support. They want to come in and support you now. I'm here to support and elevate you while expecting nothing in return. They just want to support you in whatever endeavors, whatever you're trying to do. They're not looking for their gain. They want to get out of that selfishness that they were in before. They want to say it's not all about them. Whatever your dreams are, they want to support you. They want to support you mentally, physically, emotionally. They know that they didn't in the past, and now they want to give this to you. Health, okay? I'm here to support your journey towards wellness and balance. They know that they want to help to keep you. They know that your peace is important to you. You love it on yourself. They want to support you, help you bring peace. They want to get away from the drama they have in their life. So they're not trying to bring any drama to your life, okay? What's the third party? What is energy is third party trying to bring? Because I think the third party going to try to come between you guys. What's the energy the third party is trying to bring towards this person? What's the energy the third party is trying to bring? Negative. Future and negative. Our paths are destined to align to the purpose may still be unclear. The third party still sees your person as being their future, as being with them, and then we have negative. Okay, I'm hiding my true intentions and I don't actually care about your well-being. That's because your third party wants some money, they want support, they want to be taken care of. So the energy that the third party is trying to bring to your person is to hold on to them for negative reasons. They just don't want your person to be happy. They want them to continue to support them, provide for them. They want to benefit off them monetarily, okay? Just take care of the child and the money. They don't want to have to do nothing for themselves. They're going to continuously bring drama to your person's life because that's what they want to do, especially if this child is theirs. They're attached to this person. They are their future, and they're going to forever bring this negativity towards them, all right? Again, this third party could be Williams, Browns, or Jones. All right, so let's just get a motivational message. No, I want to get an angel card. Forget the motivational message. Where are my angel cards? So let's get an angel card for you, and then we're going to wrap this up. All right, spirit guides. What's the angel message for my collective? What's the angel message for my collective for today? In the near future. All right, so in the near future, good things are going to come towards you. In the near future, this person may contact you. You're going to receive abundance. All right. Not only that, but you won't have to wait much longer. Just stay optimistic and continue on your current path. You're going to be open to receiving a lot of material gain, a lot of love, a lot of opportunities. This person may possibly come to you in the near future to tell you how they really feel, that they want to support you, that they want to love you, okay, that they want to honor you, that they want to open up to you. So this is my reading for you for today. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I put new messages out. And remember, continue on your healing journey. Don't worry about what this person have going on the outside. This is their mess, their drama, their choices, okay? You continue to make smart choices and keep doing what's right for you. Thank you.